The opening round, heat number 1 for the men. E.Ewing coming up against Rio Waida and M.McGillivray. Again, just like the women's opening round, winner goes into, skips the elimination round. This is what happened as we were rolling into this heat.
Yeah, so Rio getting things started pretty early, and this wave looks a little bit lumpy, a little bit bumpy. A little turn done there, but decides to that one. And then Ethan as well getting his account open too. And straight up into the little foam climb, and he's out of there.
So to live action here with Rio Waida, our Indonesian representative, on his second wave. Much better for Rio. You can see a couple of ribs in the face that he has to deal with. The wind's starting to churn up just a little bit. Rio keeping that sharp eye surfboard though through its paces and kicks out on that one. So that's going to be second and a much better effort for Rio Waida. Matthew along with Jordy Smith. Rio Waida with a quick pivot. So Rio with a nice air reverse to start, and now we can see his strategy. Just keep on riding waves and keep on building his scoreline. And he's going to do just that. Would help for a finish. He gets the finish. There goes Rio Waida, and he will further distance his lead over E.Ewing and Matthew McGillivray.
Obviously getting the win and staying super busy in that heat. And Rio making the most, he doesn't have priority, so may as well roll the dice on this one. Getting funky on the first turn there, just really progressive. And goes up into a carve, another little snap. I mean, this wave's small. We haven't obviously seen a set yet in this heat, but, he doesn't have priority. So I kind of like this decision to just, keep the ball rolling, keep momentum, and try and build on that scoreline.
Point break should be pretty easy to stay out of the way. Matthew McGillivray, he's going to go on this one. Bigger wave for McGillivray, attacks that first section. Fights to get around it, does so. So big opening turn for Matthew McGillivray. Weaving that Channel Island surfboard down the line. Snap again, and a little bobble, and that's going to cost them a finish.
Hacked this first turn. I mean, yeah, just right here. I mean, straight up into the lip. Really critical, really fast, but almost maybe a little bit late because he got caught, but gets around it. And then here, right here, you can just see that this wave's sort of split in two and finds the inside track. But maybe a little bit of a mistimed section there. Maybe should have waited a little bit longer just so that he could get that finish. But this first turn here, I mean, this was just really well done. I mean, this was super critical. Gets a release on the fins. Really radical. And, a lot of points going to come from that first turn.
With Matthew McGillivray taking this corner, throws it up, and Matty pivots off the nose for that air reverse. Still kind of a sleepy wave there for McGillivray. 3.77 currently in his scoreline. Surf from North Stradbroke Island with a big slash to start off with. Right up in the lip one more time. The ruffle bothers him not whatsoever. Clean rails on the DHD. One more snap there in some funky water. A couple of foam climbs there before he kicks out.
The three-wave set. So Ethan, pulling the trigger on this one, and I mean, the board is just cutting through this lump and bump so nicely. You can see it though, it is affecting it ever so slightly. There is a little bit of chatter there, but he's just powering through it and gets a beautiful finish there. So, I mean, good start for Ethan here, and he's going to look to back this up.
Yeah, you can really see this in slow motion, and the strength of Ethan's technique as well as body mechanics as he goes through his paces.
Seeing where they sit, I think in that heat I identified maybe a few double ups that I wasn't really going, but I don't know, it was slow though. But let's see, there's definitely a lot of different waves, and it's just so long so you can surf different sections of the waves. So.
And that's been Ethan's go-to board. Here we see on the Channel Islands, Matthew McGillivray doing a good job of getting past that section onto the open face down the line. McGillivray loads up off the bottom, bangs off the top there. A little late, but no problem. One more snap for Matthew McGillivray. The surfer from J Bay, no stranger to long right-hand walls, and feeling right at home here at Punta Roca. Nice finish for McGillivray. A little caught up on the cobblestones there, but did some damage down the line, and his speed down the line was impressive.
Converted, so let's break it down. He had to do a little bit of work to get around this first section. Lip lines that, and yeah, does a really good job here. Lines up this second section, waits for it to get a bit bowlier, and yeah, I just love that he kept Ethan off that wave and scoring potential, and then, obviously got the finish. You could see it wasn't an easy wave to surf. I honestly feel like even since Molly and...
priority now sitting with Rio Waida, and Rio activating here. Waida double pumps off the bottom. The Indonesian with a big slash off the top. Gaining speed down the line, has to float through that section, gets back up into the open face. Big snap, lip glide. Kind of a disaster.
Level of surfing was super technical. So let's break down Rio's first. And straight up into lip, throws so much spray. Flying down the line here, little lip float. And then this turn here, I mean, I really liked that turn. It was kind of like...
So we'll see what the score comes there. Right behind him, double E, E.Ewing. Slashing through. Not once, but twice. Big redirect there for Ewing. Foam on the face, no problem. He gets the finish.
Yeah, so that was cool. I mean, Rio took off on that first wave, bit bigger, first wave of the set. I mean, I think he did a really good job. If he was skating, like grinding a rail almost of the lip. And behind him, Ethan, I mean, this was just so technical. It was so crisp. And this next turn here, this carve, where he just whips it around in the pocket, that was, reminiscent of the kind of surfing that and rail work that he was doing, on finals day at Lowers. It was just precise and just that weight shift that he's able to do and just grab that variation is just really impressive. It's this turn here, I think, where he just really wrenches it around. He really puts all that front foot weight on and releases the fins. And it's like turning on a dime. It's so easy for him to do. And just does with so much control too. Gets the finish. Go back to that, Matt, up and running.
McGillivray zooming down the line. The South African with a big snap through that section. Late there on the foam. Looking for something. And floats fins. Come free on that floater, but just battled the whole time with that warble, with that refraction, and that wind coming straight up the face on him. Rio Waida, he's got priority. Needs a 7.13 to take the lead. Here he goes, big snap there on his way. Looking down the line, something dynamic down the line, has to float that section just to catch up. Foam climb through that section. That's what he was looking to toss the board into the air, but a little late to the party and incomplete for Rio Waida. First heat of the men's opening round. E.Ewing with a 5.83 and a 6.9, 12.73 heat total, and that's enough to see Ethan on to the round of 16. Waida and McGillivray into the elimination round.
Oh yeah, Ethan, it was interesting. I was talking to Molly after she won her last heat. You just had one of your best waves of the heat, and she said, that's the kind of surfing that I want to showcase here at Punta Roca. What is it about this wave that you're able to showcase your skills like that?
I guess it's just like it's a pretty high performance wave and gives you a lot of speed, which is cool. And I've got a wave like this at home, which is really helpful to, try and just learn how to surf these waves. And favorite sort of waves to surf for sure.
We saw that in that last heat, and as you come into this event here in El Salvador, how do you balance staying present in this competition and also knowing how close we're getting to the back half of the year and that final five picture becoming clearer?
Yeah, I don't know, I guess the last few results haven't been that good, which has kind of, I think, almost helped me not get too far ahead of myself. And I'm just looking, obviously trying to get a big result, but just trying to look around, and we're in a beautiful place, and I've got my dad here, which is great. And just trying to really enjoy it, because so many times I finish an event, I'm just like, geez, sometimes I haven't had too much fun. So just trying to have a lot of fun.
Congratulations, Ethan, off to a great start.
Perfect, thank you.